We are going to talk about from can't to can. That's a really big, powerful statement, right? Sometimes I hear people say, you know what, I wish I was stronger. I just can't. And I say that you can. So tell me what, let's just talk about what that little voice inside our head sounds like. Right? Does it quietly narrate? Does it judge us? Does it encourage us? Does it explain things? Does it interpret, the world around us? What do you think? What does your voice inside your head say, Karen?
Sorry about that. The voice inside your head usually tells you negative things about yourself.
So you never have any positive self-talk?
Oh yeah, I positive self-talk to myself. But
the voice inside your head
a lot of times the little voice inside your head will tell you the opposite.
Okay. What about you, Jim? If guys, you don't ever have to answer me. If I call your name and you can't talk, I'll just skip over you. Carol? Lori? Julie?
I have a lot of negative self-talk, and I have a lot of can't, because I'm scared to fail. I think that's one of the big reasons I say I can't. But definitely a lot of self-talk, negative self-talk.
What about you, Marla? Elise?
I just actually had this happen to me the other day, where I was actually aware of it, where I'm in a pretty toxic relationship with a narcissist, and sometimes I'll just say something just kind of innocently to me, and then it'll be a big deal to him. And I just felt like, God, I was so stupid to get caught in that trap again and share something. I just instantly felt like, why couldn't I have stopped that before I did it? And then wouldn't have been feeling like this after he treated me that way, if that makes any sense.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you. What about you, Hope? What does your little voice inside your head sound like or say? Pamela?
Sorry, did you say Pamela?
Yes.
Okay. That it says that I can't when I should say that I can, you mean?
What does your little voice say? Everyone's little voice is going to be different.
Yeah, it's basically saying that I can, but only so much is being revealed to me at a time.
Okay. That's fair. Appreciate that. Hey, Lori.
Hi. Sorry, I was driving and my phone fell on the floor. The voice that I hear sometimes says I'm scared, and then I am working on talking positively to myself. So I will say, you can do it. I'll give myself a pep talk.
Okay.
Sometimes it works.
Good. Yeah.
Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
I hear that.
Yeah.
What about you, Zara? Claudia? Anna? I know you just got here, but I'm just wondering, what the voice inside your head, what does it say to you, the little voice?
I started listening to morning affirmations, and they are absolutely beautiful. It's on YouTube, and they say stuff like, "Oh, you attract all the good things. Today is going to be better than you can imagine," and things like that. And yeah, so lately it's been, for the past 2 days, it's been a little bit better. So yeah.
You know what? Listen, as long as it doesn't get worse. If it's getting better, then you know that you're doing something right. What about you, Claudia?
Hi. I've been a little bit more compassionate towards myself, so I'm trying to tell better things to myself.
Okay. Welcome, Robin. Don't worry if you can't talk or if you're working. You don't have to answer me back. But if I call on you and you want to say something, just put your speaker on and you can say. But if you want to share like what your little voice says inside your head.
Oh, I'm here. Sorry, I couldn't figure out how to unmute. Yes, thank you. I'm here. What my little voice says inside my head. Well, there's several voices and they're very loud, but yes, we're working on it, and that's why I've joined today.
Thank you, honey.
You're welcome.
Hey, Dima. What does your little voice inside your head say?
Hi, Christine. My little voice is telling me a lot of things. They are mostly thoughts, which are some mostly bad thoughts.
Okay.
But my little voice is the good thing that I am trying to conquer those thoughts. I'm trying my best, and that was like my takeaway from my session yesterday, that I am going to trust my experience and trust my responses.
Oh, good for you. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys, Bruce Lee has a famous quote, and he says, "As you think, so shall you become." So let's just take that into perspective for a second. So if we think negative things, do we become negative? I think so. If our voice is constantly telling us negative things, if we're hearing things from even external sources that are saying negativity to us, do you think that we become negative in a way? I definitely do. What do you guys think? Yeah? So self-talk. Oh, go ahead, Hope.
No, I'm just agreeing with what you're saying. I think that, when other people, don't, give us negativity or give us negative thoughts, then sometimes we can take that in and start repeating what they're saying. So, yeah, I agree.
Oh, yeah, because we'll believe it, right? If someone I've told you guys before, like my father was 550 pounds and I was like 120 pounds teenager, and he would tell me I was fat. Like, what the fuck? Like, right. But I constantly question myself. And even to this day, I still question myself. So when people tell you something and you are conditioned to feel a certain way, it lasts a lifetime. Like, no matter what we do, sometimes that negativity can't get out of our head. But what we do on the outside is we combat it, right? And we are able to talk to ourselves a little bit differently and saying like, okay, you know what? Listen, I am not him. It just in my circumstance, I'm not him. Okay, he was unhappy with his life. He was unhappy with himself. He didn't need to project that onto me. But for years, he did. But I rearranged that negative self-talk and I changed it from can't to can. Right? Instead of I can't do, I can't look good in those jeans. I was like, I do look pretty good in those jeans. And it's just a matter of twisting the way that we are interpreting things and understanding them. Self-talk is so important. We do it every day. This is particularly why it's so hard for us to change. We talked about this last week, about what change looks like. Sometimes we don't even realize that we're doing it. Self-talk is this stream of consciousness, this internal ongoing dialogue that runs inside our minds. It affects almost every aspect of everything that we do, from our moods to our behavior, to our self-confidence, even our appraisal of risk and reward. It is the constant conversation that we have with ourselves. Yes, Dima.
Christine, I just want to ask, sometimes they come from our experiences, what we have experienced. And so we come also, we become programmed according to our experiences. So we believe that we really I can't, let's say if I fell from a bike many times, so I start freezing from riding my bike again, so I feel that I can't.
And I agree with you.
And but even though if I conquer that and I try to ride the bike again, but I will fall again, and that's gonna freeze me again. So what's in this case how we can how we can change the can't into can.
So on Mondays, I do self-confidence and self-love and self-esteem. And we talk a lot about why we think we can't, right? And that's one of the reasons why is because we have previously not been successful. And when we're not successful, we tend to have our confidence level get a little bit lower because we think that we have FAILED. I don't like to use that word, right? So when we think that we have FAILED, we tend to not put in as much effort because we feel a little bit, I don't want to say we feel sorry for ourselves, but we feel like we can't, right? So we feel like that we cannot do it. So we don't try as hard. So instead, what would it look like if you reframed whatever it is you're talking about and saying like, oh, you know what? I really had a rough time riding my bike, but I'm getting better every time. And the next time I try it, I'm going to do X, Y, Z. Our self-talk sometimes is our own worst demon.
And sorry, Christy, what is it called? FILD?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was spelling the word failed. I don't like to say fail.
Yeah. Okay.
So if we reframe the way that we think and be like, oh, okay, like here's a perfect example. My daughter, who's a pretty good driver, has just failed her second driving test. Mm-hmm. And I'm kind of pissed off because it takes me a long time to get to where I have to take her and whatever, my days are busy. But I was like, I'm not taking you for a third time until I'm positive that you're ready. And she's like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. And they actually, in this state, they give you a whole list of everything you've done wrong. Like, she didn't fail by a little bit. She failed by like a lot. And I said, these are things that you need to work on. So let's reframe this, because you just weren't ready to get a license yet. It's not that you FAILED. It's that you just weren't ready to get a driver's license yet. And maybe if you start working on these things, then you will. That sounds so much different, right?
You're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Anna.
As a person, just because Dima used this reference with bike, and as a person who learned how to ride a bike by myself at 32 years old, I just wanted to kind of say that when you fail, you don't take it as an invitation to quit. Take it as an invitation to try more. So I was trying to learn how to ride a bike for like past 2 summers, but because I was afraid to fail and fall from a bike, I was kind of like holding myself back. And then I was like, it's okay if I'm going to fall a few times. It's fine. I'm going to survive. And when my fear of that became smaller than my desire to achieve the result, that's when I finally learned how to. And also regarding negative self-talk, if it would have worked, like beating yourself up in our heads, everyone would have been like, millionaires, climbed Everest, and would have been like very, very successful, because we all have that negative self-talk. So if it would have worked, then, the world would have looked differently, but it doesn't. So I think also realizing that negative self-talk doesn't work might help to get rid of that. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. Thanks for sharing. Karen, did you have something to say, or are you just giving her your support? Was that you, Karen? I'm sorry. I just want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Welcome, Rose, Molly, Roman, Shay. Welcome. So, guys, our inner self-talk is like this built-in narrator, right? It runs basically parallel alongside of our lives. It does our everyday activities. It's always in our background. It amounts to a narrative we tell ourselves. And this narrative is solidified well before we become adults. So if we have a shitty childhood, do you think that narrative is positive or negative? I'm asking you. Yes, Robin.
Oh, it's negative. So you're asking if, as an adult, the result of a traumatic childhood will induce, I guess,
Negative self-talk. Yeah,
yeah.
absolutely.
Oh yeah.
1,000,000%.
Yeah.
Thanks. It's important though that self-talk can be unconscious, or to recognize actually that self-talk can be unconscious or conscious, negative or positive, beneficial to our lives, working entirely against our best interest sometimes. With some awareness and effort, like negative self and self-defeating inner talk can be identified and changed, right? So that the voice in our head supports us rather than undermines us. So there are 3 types of self-talk. Does anybody know them? Welcome, Laura. Robin, do you know, is your hand still up from last time?
That's from last time.
Okay. Yeah, thanks. Anyone know what the 3 types of self-talk are? We have, yes, Pamela.
I'm just guessing. Positive, negative, and reframing.
Neutral, yes. Thank you. Appreciate it. So the most obvious one that we all always talk about is negative, right? These are like, let's use the word pessimistic. Interpretations, judgments, accusations, complaints, maybe catastrophic predictions that leave us feeling bad, right? We don't feel good when we have these. Some people in some circumstances find that negative self-talk is motivational, but I don't tend to subscribe to that, but I did want to put it out there because sometimes people, when they hear negative self-talk, they get motivated. I just don't feel like that's a big thing. But negative self-talk is your inner self-critic who always sees the glass half empty. And I think if I had to ask most of you guys, I would think that most of you would say your glass is like half empty versus half full, right? Because that's just the way our brains have been conditioned. So the one thing to be aware of is that this negative critic, right, this inner critic, it can be useful. And I've talked to you guys about this before, how they can warn us, this critic can warn us about certain dangers, right? So almost like our inner consciousness. On the other hand, we have what is motivational self-talk, right? Positive self-talk. This is something where we're actively encouraging ourselves and supporting ourselves as we navigate life's challenges. Who feels they have more negative than positive or positive than negative? Yes, Robin.
It's funny. To answer that specifically, I have more negative self-talk, but the way I handle my business, the way I walk in the world on a day-to-day basis, I don't think anyone would know how much self-talk, negative self-talk I have, because I interact with my children, my friends, and even my colleagues very positively and optimistic. So does that make sense?
It does, but I want you to pay attention when I talk about the next one, which is neutral self-talk.
Okay.
Hey, Karen.
I would say that I have more positives. I've been really focusing on positive self-talk lately. So, like if I start to have a negative thought, I'm like, nope, you got this. Don't even listen. Just then I kind of give myself ideas to get past that.
Okay.
But like if I get really upset, for what reason, like crying or whatever, I usually will rub my arm and say, you've got this. And I just kind of close my eyes and deep breathe and just say, you've got this, or I'm here for you, or, I'm here for myself. It'll
Amazing.
get better. So
amazing. Thank you, Karen. Really appreciate that. So that sounds like that you are having true motivational self-talk, like you're trying to contradict the negative self-talk, right? So part of the motivational self-talk is affirmations, guys. So when I give you the affirmations, and when I do our Wednesdays nights, my head goes out the way. your personal bill of rights, when I go over that, these are motivational. These are things that conquer and can kind of put negative self-talk to rest. Doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen. Yes, Claudia.
The positive affirmations that you have been giving us for quite a few weeks already, or months, and the bill of rights, I can tell today that they made a huge difference in my
Good
life,
for
and I
you.
appreciate that. Thank you, Christine.
No, good for you. I'm so happy to hear that. I love to hear that. I love to hear, like, when you guys have the even small or large successes. I love to be part of it. Thank you. Yes, Laura.
Hi, everyone. Yeah, I have other areas where I'm in recovery, some other support groups, and I'm almost 15 years sober in Alcoholics Anonymous. And positive self-talk for me is to get up in the morning and do prayer and meditation, to allow myself to say that, I don't have to be in charge of my day, but I can be in charge of how I think. And I can try, and one of the other things that helps me with being positive with myself is to help others. I go to a homeless shelter, and it's amazing how those people there, just listening to them talk, it makes me feel positive inside. When I'm feeling like a feeling is coming on, I immediately go into some type of meditation, or I just say to myself, that's just negative coming your way. That's going to make you feel bad. Don't think like that. Tell
Yeah.
yourself you have a good life. I do a gratitude list every morning too. 3 things that I'm grateful for, and I text it to 5 of my girlfriends, and they text back to me. So I'm pretty much involved in the positive throughout the day, which is really a blessing for me.
That's amazing that you have that support.
I'm really grateful. I do it, and my husband's also recovering. So yeah, I have a cool sponsor. We spend time together. We text and talk almost every day, and I have maybe 5 or 6 women that I stay in contact with. So that's how I do it.
Awesome. Thank you, Laura. Thanks for sharing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So the last one I have is negative self-talk, or I'm sorry, neutral self-talk. This is the bulk of our internal conversation. It consists of like very simple, like, observations, comments, maybe instructional self-talk. This is the kind of dialogue that we have with ourselves, like when we're driving, if we're doing a task. For example, like, keep looking straight ahead. Easy does it. Okay, let's just keep going. Try again. Focus on the ball. But even these statements can take either a positive or negative tone if we're not careful about the way that we're feeling about ourselves. So I'm always asking you guys to make sure that you feel like you're in a good headspace. I always talk about being mindful. And before we are able to even start thinking about our own self, we have to be in a mindful place. We have to be in a place where we're like ready to receive either positive or negative, self-talk, information, feelings. We have to make sure that we're in a place where we are in receive mode, not defense mode. Right? So I want to do an exercise with you guys. I think there's 8, 16, 20, 18 people. So what I want you to do is I want you to positive self-talk any person in this room, and then I want that person do it for exactly 1 minute, like 60 seconds. I'm gonna put my timer on. I'm gonna start with Karen. Karen, you pick somebody and you positive self-talk them. You guys have a conversation about positivity, and then that person is then going to pick a different person. Can you do that, Karen? Maybe she can't. What about you, Carol? Marla?
Okay, if you repeat it, I'm having some noise background, but if you repeat it, I'll do it. We're supposed to say something positive?
So I want you to pick a person to have a conversation with for 60 seconds and emote positivity.
Oh, wow.
I'm
I'm
this is how we do it, girl.
All right. I've got background noise if anybody minds. Who's here? Is
You want me-
Cynthia here? Oh, Eliana. Elle's here. This will be good. Eliana, are you free to talk?
Hi, Eliana. Hi, Angel. Hi, Dana. Hi, Cynthia.
No. Well, whoever.
Yes.
Hey, awesome.
Sorry, I was driving. I'm here.
Oh, awesome. So am I. Okay. So
Give yourself 60 seconds and talk about nothing but positivity.
Here we
From
go.
things that we're happy. Good.
We had this conversation because a professor of mine did a plan with her friend to only feed each other positive thoughts, and she said it worked. Like they had some good things coming to them. So, how is your art studio going? Your garage
It's great.
arts?
I'm supposed to be positive, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It's wonderful. I'm doing so much art.
Is it a work in progress?
Yes, there's always more to do, but it's discovery every day.
How are you doing with the people you're going to invite around town? All the Bryces and Breeze.
Kansas City doesn't know what is going to happen to them. I mean,
Yay!
art is coming to Kansas City.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right. What good thing is happening to me right now?
Can I ask you questions?
Please.
Oh, okay. How's Kaylee?
Kaylee is barking in the back seat. The air conditioner's broken, so I have a free sauna. How's that for positive?
Oh my gosh. Okay, try to make it positive.
Yeah, free sauna.
Yeah. Oh, free sauna.
Yep.
That was really good.
Thank you.
Yeah. Are you
Good.
doing any art?
I only because of you. I've got my pencils out. No. I'm looking. No, but I've jumped into other things, so I got my interest back. I was kind of sad this morning, and I made myself get up and out. So anyway.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Good job, ladies.
Yay,
Eliana,
thank you.
Eliana, can you pick somebody, please?
Oh, yes. I'll pick Robin.
Ooh.
Just pick one?
Yep, just
Yep.
pick one person.
Okay. Here I am.
Am I doing it with her?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Oh gosh, this is gonna be hard because I don't know her. Robin.
Well, you're about to know me. How's that?
Okay. Yeah. What is the best thing that happened to you this week?
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
It can be really little. It can be like
really
chocolate,
little, really
you know?
Oh my gosh, this is talk about. I'm going to use the whole minute just to answer this. What is the best thing? I got up. I walked. I got up out of bed.
That's beautiful.
Thank you.
That is beautiful. You can't do anything without doing that, right?
Right. And I got to the gym. In fact, I just got back and I'm on this call and I feel really great about it because this is my first time.
Oh my gosh, that's great. Who is your favorite person to talk to this week?
Oh, my youngest son, Trevor. He's 30. He got married last month. It was a very busy time and I've sort of left the new couple alone. So I finally talked to him last night. And it was wonderful. So yes, that was the best.
His name is Trevor?
Trevor, yes, he's 30.
What do you like about your son? What do you love about him?
Oh my God, his heart, his love, his mind, his soul. I just love him to death. I think he's honestly, I don't feel like I'm bragging because he's just a great human being. And I really have turned into one of those parents when I first had my boys that their success is not my success. I'm just here to help them be happy and learn about love. And I feel pretty proud to say they're very loving boys. I have a 40-year-old and a 30-year-old. So, so far so good. I feel really, yes. Thank you for asking. Oh, I feel,
yeah.
Thank you.
Are we done?
So no, go ahead.
Oh, if he were to say, what he really loves about you? What do you think he would say?
Oh, that's funny. In high school, he's obviously not in high school. I remember him saying, I don't know how the conversation, he's like, when we put a tombstone on your grave, we're just going to say she's all about love.
Oh,
And I'm like, why does it have to be on the tombstone? Can we maybe get a tattoo or
yeah,
a sign? Or...
I agree.
But I thought it was funny. It was funny. So I think that's, and he did recently tell me I was an overachiever, which goes along with the self-talk because I don't seriously feel like an overachiever, but obviously I'm letting the outside world thinks I'm an overachiever. So
Oh, then I probably would because I'm often an underachiever by choice.
yeah.
Thank you, ladies, so much. Robin, want to pick a person, and you're gonna do positive self-talk with this person.
Okay, let's see. I'm new to the group. And I guess I'm just gonna pick Dima.
Dima, you here?
Yep, I'm here.
Awesome.
Hi, Robin.
Hi, Dima. Nice to meet you. I'm gonna follow Ileana's lead. So,
Yeah.
because those are great questions. So, tell me about the best time you had, or the best thing that happened to you this week so far.
Oh, that's a tough question. I think I am, gosh, I am getting more stronger, and I am, my nephew and my sister came from Montreal, so I'm having some good time, some quality family time. Not the yeah.
Sorry. What is the best time you've had so far with them this week, or even today?
Today is I watched an old TV show, and I'm giggling a little bit on this TV show, and with my nephew, we hang out a little bit.
Yeah. And so Ileana gave me a great idea. So what would your family that has visited you this week say about you and visiting you and spending time with you? What would they say?
Good question, Robin.
Thank you.
Well, my sister said that I'm kind of more free, more grounded than 6 months before when she came. And mostly I was more like magnetized with whoever I was before, but now I'm more free, I'm more stronger.
How did that make you feel?
Makes me feel happy. And more stronger, more knowing what I want and where I want to reach.
Amazing. Right. Thank you, ladies. Dima, you want to pick somebody?
Yeah. I'll pick Anna.
Anna, are you available?
Yep. Okay. So I'm gonna say, what is a good thing that happened, something positive that you found it as a shift in this month?
Oh, I would start small because I do believe that we need to appreciate small things in life as well. So I'm grateful I'm grateful for a roof over my head, for getting up this morning, for my health, for my looks, for the job that I have, and for the job that I strive for all of the positive news, and for all the people that I interacted with, and for all my friends, and for being able to go and see my friend who works across the street and just to have a coffee and a hug during the lunchtime. Also, I'm grateful for all of the amazing music that I get to listen when I wake up, because I'm so lucky to have TV. Yeah, just like small things and big things. Oh, also, I'm very grateful for my efforts and the preparation that I put into presentation that I was doing today, and for all of the people who showed up to learn what I had to teach at work. So that was also quite fun. What about you?
Amazing. Thanks, Anna.
Or someone else.
Go ahead, Dima. She's asked you a question.
Yeah. I feel mostly, Anna, the same as I was saying. I feel grateful for being in circles, for even I'm grateful for myself. I'm happy with myself that I am willing to heal. I'm willing to change my weakness into strength. This itself, I feel that it's a strong attitude from me, not to give up, not to and always trying to find a way to heal and be strong.
Good job. Thanks, guys. Anna, it's your turn to pick somebody.
Zara, are you available?
Is she not available? Maybe Karen, Carol, Marla, Pamela, Claudia. Who's available right now? Anna, you want to talk to Karen? Oops, where'd she go? Anna, you still here?
Yep.
Yeah, you want to talk to Karen? She's available now.
Hey, Karen. How are you doing, girl? How was your week? What was the highlight of your week? Tell me the smallest positive thing that you experienced this week.
Hey, Anna, how's it going? The positive thing that happened to me this week is I actually got my living room put back together. I've been trying for, I don't know, ever, because I've been trying to clean my carpets. So I got that all put back together, and it feels really good. Also, we've been having some really hot weather here, so I'm really grateful that I have air conditioning so that we don't melt. But how about you?
Oh, that sounds amazing, Karen. I know that it's like so important to clean, like while cleaning your space, you kind of like cleaning also your thoughts. And that sounds so amazing that you put your living room back together. And how does it feel? Does it feel like you can breathe lighter?
Well, I can definitely walk through my house now without tripping over everything. It's still a work in progress, but yeah, we're almost there. It almost looks like home. So it feels awesome.
Sounds great. And yeah, so in the city where I live in, we have like very few warm days, but that's only the reason to appreciate them even more. Our summer is short, but beautiful.
Anna, where are you again?
I'm in Toronto, so we have kind of like.
I think I told you I'm right across the lake from you.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that's why we like appreciate our summers a lot.
Yeah.
So I try to go outside for like a little walk when I'm at the office, just to catch that sun rays. Yeah,
exactly.
Got to get some vitamin D, and I'm in Wisconsin.
Yes,
definitely need our vitamin D. It's very low in our part of the world.
So Karen, you're going to pick somebody else. You want to see who's available to chat?
Sure.
Who's available right now to chat with Karen? Can I see your hands? Thanks, Claudia.
Hey, Claudia, how are you doing today?
Hi, Karen. I wanted to talk to you. I'm good.
So what's the best thing that's happened to you so far this week?
Quite a few things. My son, he flew to South America to be with his dad, and he came back yesterday. So that was a very happy moment having him back home.
I'm glad he got home safe.
Yes. So that was a very happy moment when I saw him, and he brought, tablecloth that belonged to my mom. She passed last year because he was visiting my sister, and so I have something that belonged to my mom, something else.
Amazing.
And that makes me happy. Yes. What about you?
What a precious thing for him to bring back for you.
I'm sorry?
What a precious thing for him to bring back to you.
Yeah, indeed. Yes, that was amazing. And what is your happy thought of the day today?
My happy thought today of the day was helping out a friend. My daughter is involved in Sea Scouts, and so I'm trying to help a friend of hers find some supplies to be able to go to Sea Base in Key West next month. But she was very, very appreciative of it, and it made me feel good that I was able to help someone.
Nice. I'm happy for you. And you should let me know when you're in South Florida. I'm in South Florida. So just
Absolutely. So you're used to this hot weather.
yeah, it's crazy. But this is better than being
us northerners are melting up here.
Yes. That's true, indeed.
Well, awesome. It's great to talk to you.
Yes, thank you, Karen. I really appreciate you. I love your energy. That makes me happy. That's why I wanted to talk to you. I think I never talked to you before.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Yeah, you have a very nice vibe. You make me feel good when I listen to you. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Claudia. That really made my day.
Good. And it makes me happy, having a chance to talk to other people. That's keeps me away from isolation. Yeah.
Thank you, guys. I really appreciate that. Claudia, give me 1 second. Hey, Karen, if you need help with your daughter trying to find something to do with Sea Scouts, my husband is a sector commander for all of Lake Ontario and Lake Erie for the Coast Guard.
Wow.
And I can help you. Like I actually am very involved. We've been doing this I've been married for over 23 years. So I can help you if your daughter wants to do that. We are very involved with Sea Scouts, and we encourage them. So if you're stuck, just shoot me an email or shoot me a text.
That's awesome.
Yes, thank you
so much.
You're welcome. Claudia, go ahead and pick somebody. See who's available.
Lori, are you available, Lori? Who's available to talk? Rose, Mika.
Let's see who's available
Pamela.
to speak. Can you raise your hand? Oh, Claudia, you might have to talk to me.
Okay.
Talk to me.
Yes, of course.
Give me your self-talk.
Oh,
was that
okay.
Guys, Christy, I'm sorry. I just want to butt in. I was gonna butt in and ask you, Christine, if you changed the subject, everybody was done. So I'm glad that just happened. Aw.
So who can talk? Oh, Kristen can talk. Go ahead, Claudia.
Yeah. Hi, Kristen. How are you doing today?
Hi, I'm doing okay. Hope you're doing well.
Yes, I'm doing good. What was the happiest thing this week or today?
I'm gonna go with this past weekend. My daughter's getting married, so she came home on last Friday, and we checked out the food that we'll be serving, did the food tasting. She also picked out her invitations, and she had her first gown alteration. So it was certainly a highlight, and
what an amazing experience for mom and daughter.
Yeah, especially during this time. Um, so that was definitely the highlight that kind of transcended into the week, if you will. So I'm still smiling about that. And she and her fiance were able to see the venue again. You know how you put the deposit down, but you can't remember all the details. And so they were so excited to see the venue again. So we're about 90 days out. So just kind of soaring off of that positivity.
Good for you. That's nice.
Hmm. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am.
Kristen, do you want to pick somebody else?
Okay. Let's see.
Let's see who's available to speak now. Zara, Pamela, Marla. I'm just trying to see if they raise their hands. If they don't raise their hands, and I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Whatever they're doing, but sometimes people can't find the raise hand button.
Oh, yeah.
Hi,
Yeah.
Micah. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Carla. Hi, Jane. If you guys would like to participate, you
Hello.
absolutely can.
Did I see oh, okay. Carla?
Oh, there's Micah. Go ahead.
Micah. Okay. Okay. Hi, Micah. How are you?
Good, and it's Mika.
It's Mika. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm
No,
so
that's
sorry.
okay. It happens so much.
Mika. I'm very
Yeah, and
sorry.
it's short.
Yeah.
It's short for Michaela, so
Oh, nice. Beautiful.
thank you.
So how is your day and what has happened this week that has been positive or encouraging for you?
My day's actually going pretty well. It's actually probably been my most positive day today out of the whole week.
Hmm.
And I'm just trying to work with my daughter, my oldest, on getting her permit.
Oh.
So that is exciting and also very hard.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is my firstborn, so it is hard.
Yeah. So how's she feeling about it? Is she
Um,
excited or? Yeah.
for her, for that one, it's a little hard to gauge. My second one, who's right behind her, she's more excited than my oldest to try, and as soon as 15 and 9 months hit, then she's like, I'm on it.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
my oldest, she's gonna be 17 come February, and she's just not doesn't have that super motivation on like, do I really need it kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So
I have that also.
we're trying to work with working with being responsible and wanting to be a little bit more driven for ourselves, and so trying to do that and help her through that is a little bit more challenging. It's not something I thought would be such a big challenge.
Mm-hmm. So soon you'll have 2 drivers. That's exciting.
Yeah, I have 4 kids total, so
Oh, wow.
all girls.
Oh, holy cow! Poor you.
So,
My parents had 3 daughters, and then finally my brother. I was 11 when he was born, and my dad used to put a sign up on like where it went out to his bar, and it said there will be no PMS in this house. And yeah, the poor bastard.
Yeah, no, my youngest is 9, and then I have an 11-year-old.
nice.
So I'm also in that challenge. I'm gonna have like 3 different schools again going on.
Yeah, that's always difficult.
Oh my goodness, it is. It definitely is a challenge, but it's not too terrible.
So, guys, I'm going to turn this over to our personal Bill of Rights. Thank you guys for participating in this, and I hope this made you guys feel more comfortable being able to yes, Marla.
Okay, Christine, what was the best thing that happened to you this week?
The best thing that happened to me this week, thank you for asking.
You're so welcome. Oh, you're cutting out?
No, I'm here.
Let me turn my mic off.
So I think guys, if we're not talking, let's turn our mics off just so everyone else can hear. Thank you. My middle child, my second son, He returned from West Africa. He was on the Coast Guard cutter Eagle for since the beginning of July or June. And I wasn't able to talk to him for like, 3 or 4 weeks at a time, which is, he's 19, whatever. Like, I'm still like, whatever. He's still a baby. And he landed in Bermuda, and he told me he was safe, and that was great. So that was like the highlight of my week, was to make sure that he was there. And like, even though I was like, I'm tracking his ship, I have Marine Tracker. My husband is a captain in the Coast Guard. I like have all the information that I need, but still I'm like, I'm watching like all of my kids' moves. So that mom part never moves. It doesn't waver.
That's great.
Thank you for asking. I appreciate it. Ladies, since there's no men here, I'm going to say, ladies, I'm going to talk to you about the Bill of Rights. We have 4 minutes left. I have the right to express all my feelings, positive or negative. I have the right to ask for what I want. I have the right to determine my own priorities. I have the right to not be responsible for other people's behaviors, actions, feelings, or problems. Remember that proverbial backpack. I have the right to say no without feeling guilty. I have the right to take time to slow down and think. I have the right to uniquely be myself, which means I am me, my own person. I have the right to say I don't know. I have the right to say I don't care. I have the right to make decisions based on my feelings. I have the right to be in a non-abusive relationship. I have the right to make mistakes because I'm human. I have the right to be safe. I have the right to put myself first. I have the right to dignity and respect. I have the right to love and be loved. I have the right to be human, which means I'm not perfect. I have the right to my own personal space and time. I have the right to privacy. I have the right to be angry and protest if I am treated unfairly. I have the right to earn and control my own money. I have the right to change my mind. I have the right to decide if and when I choose to forgive mistakes or anyone else's mistakes. I'm sorry, for my own mistakes or anyone else's mistakes. And finally, I have the right to be happy. Guys, I want nothing more for you guys than to be happy. And a lot of times it's a real challenge. It's a big thing. We have to constantly, it's like a battle. But remember this Bill of Rights. Remember like what you deserve and what you have the right to do. And I think a lot of times this will help you through. As always, everyone, I appreciate you guys being here for yourself and for one another. I always love it. I will be back tonight at 8 p.m. Central and then again at 9 p.m. Central. Or I'm sorry, Eastern. I forget where I live. Eastern Standard Time. So I'll be here at 8 and 9. And we're going to talk a lot about like what toxicity looks like and the trauma that comes along with it. But as always, bring your problems to me. I will help you as best as I can. Have a great night, ladies. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Please make sure you leave me feedback. Please make sure you follow me. That way, for those who are new, you can be alerted to when I have new groups coming up. Take care of one another. Thank you, guys. Bye.